Standing at her locker, staring at the small mirror inside, Kasey checks her makeup. Satisfied, she fluffs up her curly, luscious blonde hair and blows herself a kiss. "Girls," she says to Tia and Erin, her friends who patiently wait for her, "do I look cute enough to make Tyler jealous?" "If he doesn't," Tia laughs, copying Kasey's stance down, "he's so totally into boys."
Totally, Erin agrees with disinterest, not present in the conversation.
Kasey adjusts her bra and pushes up her chest. Gently pulling down the neckline of her tank top, she ensures as much cleavage is on show as possible. "And how are my girls?" she asks, pushing her chest together with her arms. "Super cute," Tia replies, waving her hands with excitement. "That push-up bra is doing wonders, hun!"
Totally, Erin agrees, nodding her head as she looks in the other direction.
Kasey then parades herself like she's a supermodel. Her smooth, slender legs glisten under the fluorescent lights, and she strikes a pose. "I went with my hot pink heels and tartan many," Kasey explains, flapping her very short belt-like skirt. "You don't think this is trashy, do you?" "No, babe," Tia answers like she's desperate to impress.
Still looking away and not really paying attention, Erin nods. Totally, she answers, appearing to agree that Kasey's outfit is trashy. Angered, Kasey tuts and flicks back her hair. With a loud tap of her heel on the solid floor, she stares Erin down. It takes Erin a moment to realize something is wrong. She notices the silence and turns to find both Kasey and Tia giving her a dirty glare.
"What was that, Erin?" Kasey says in disgust. "Who are you to talk, little Miss Virgin?" Bringing her hands to her mouth in fear of Kasey's retribution, Erin gasps when she realizes her mistake. "I'm so sorry, Kasey." "You better be," Kasey remarks with a sharp tone. Rolling her eyes along with a tut, Kasey continues, "Do better, Virgin, or I won't let you be friends with me anymore."
Erin lowers her head in shame and her shoulders sag. "I'm sorry," she murmurs, hoping Kasey won't start a nasty rumor about her.
"Whatever, Virgin," Kasey replies, clicking her fingers once. "Now you've gone and made me angry, calling my outfit trashy."
Erin stares down at her boots, not sure what to say.
"Ugh," Kasey complains with a dramatic huff. "I totally need to work off this bad energy before seeing Tyler. Thanks, Erin." Looking up and down the corridor, Kasey looks for an easy target. She wants to pick on someone to make herself feel special. She spots William, a boy in the year below, packing his workbooks into his locker. He's alone, he's short, he's a bit nerdy. A perfect target. Kasey grins and nods to Tia to look over at William. Tia understands what's about to happen and starts to giggle. Looking up, Erin sees Kasey's sinister expression and knows what's about to happen. She hates it when Kasey picks on others, but Erin can do nothing or risk being dropped by the group like yesterday's out-of-date fashion. Kasey puffs up her hair and stands up arrow straight. With the tap of her heel against the tiled floor, Kasey steps towards the boy with purpose. "Don't, please," Erin stutters in a last-ditch attempt to save the boy from one of Kasey's passive-aggressive tirades. "I know him. He's my brother's friend." Kasey stops and stares directly into Erin's eyes. Reaching across to Erin, she grabs her roughly by the chin and begins to dig her nails into Erin's soft skin. "I don't care," Kasey hisses, pushing Erin's face away. "Just know this is your fault, Erin. If you hadn't been such a cow just now, I wouldn't need to work off my anger." Erin goes bright red and flustered. Kasey reaches in again to touch Erin's face. This time, she brushes the back of her hand softly against Erin's cheek, causing her to flinch away. Slowly but very assertively, Kasey tucks some of Erin's black hair behind one ear and leans towards her. "Make it up to me," she whispers into Erin's ear. "Go make fun of that boy for me. I want him to be crushed. Make me laugh, and your mistakes will be forgiven." Feeling stuck between a rock and a hard place, Erin eventually nods in agreement. Turning to face William, Erin lets out a long sigh.
Strutting over to him, Erin slams closed his locker door to get his attention. "Erin?" William says, reacting very confused by her behavior. Erin swallows down her morals and shoves William in the shoulder. "Shut up, you dirty little virgin," Erin growls. William looks completely shocked. What? He mumbles, reeling from her unexpected shove. "Are you deaf as well as ugly?" Erin mocks, looking back at Kasey and Tia to ensure they are watching. William then looks around Erin, back at Tia and Kasey giggling. He soon understands what's happening. Dropping his guard, he looks at Erin with pity. "Really? Again?" he whispers to her. Erin turns back and frowns. "Yeah," she whispers back sullenly. Shoving William in the shoulder once again to keep up appearances, Erin says, "Don't talk to me, nerd. Why don't you just run away and cry to Mommy? She's the only woman who's ever going to love you." As those words leave Erin's mouth, her shoulders sink and she feels herself falling into despair. "Erin," William says quietly, "when are you going to stand up to that bully you call a friend?" Scared Kasey might hear her, Erin shakes her head to signal for him to stop talking. William looks around Erin again and sees Kasey staring. Hands on her hips, she's starting to disapprove of them just talking. "Here," William says with confidence, holding up his arm to reveal one blue and one pink plain bracelet. "Quickly, pretend to steal this blue bracelet from me." Staring at his wrists, Erin shakes her head. "I'm not stealing from you," she whispers back. "Shove me," William says softly in reply. "They are watching." Erin does precisely that, and as she does, Tia and Kasey laugh in reaction. "You want to teach her a lesson?" William whispers, pretending to get upset by wiping at his eyes. "More than anything," Erin replies, deflated and broken. "Steal this bracelet from me then," William asserts, pushing his arms into Erin's hands. "Give it to Kasey and I promise it'll teach her a lesson." Looking William in the eyes, he winks at her. She trusts him more than she trusts the two girls, who are apparently her friends. Snatching the bracelet from his wrist, William pretends to put up a fight. Shoving him again to make it look real, Erin forces a smile and struts back over to Kasey. "Here," Erin says, forcing herself to be happy. "I stole this from him." Kasey looks at the plain pink bracelet and promptly snatches it from Erin's hands. "Thanks," she says, lording it over Erin as she works it onto her wrist. "I guess you can still be my friend. You're on thin ice, though." Later that afternoon, Erin sits in the living room alone, fixated on her phone. Death scrolling, Erin doesn't notice William and her brother appear from the other room. "Hey, Erin," William greets her like nothing ever happened. Rapidly, Erin's face goes bright red and she pulls her hoodie up and over her face to hide. "Hey," she replies as quietly as a mouse. William and her brother sit on the couch. They flick on the TV and Erin sits in silence, feeling incredibly guilty about earlier. Typical guy, Will smiles and shrugs it off. "It's okay," he replies. "Did she put the bracelet on?" Erin nods, and Will's smile grows wider. He lifts up his arm and shows her the other bracelet still on his wrist. "She's going to get quite the shock tomorrow when she wakes up in my body," Will explains with a sinister laugh. Erin's brother nudges him, rolls his eyes, and frowns at what his friend is saying. "What?" Erin asks, amused by William's bold claims. "Yeah," Will grins. "They are body swap bracelets. I make them at home." "Body swap?" Erin asks again, leaning forward with interest. "Who is she switching bodies with?" "Me," Will replies, pretending to swish back long feminine hair. "Why?" Erin gasps. "You wanted to teach her a lesson, right?" Will answers, focusing on the TV like it's nothing and he does it all the time. Erin just stares at him. She has no idea if he's crazy or if he's being genuine. Her brother seems utterly uninterested in what he's saying. "No, she won't," Erin scoffs. "You're trying to make fun of me." Will doesn't even look at Erin, but she notices the smug expression forming on his face.
Do you want my number, Erin? Will asks confidently, still focused on the TV. Call me tomorrow morning and laugh at who answers the phone. It won't be me. Stop trying to flirt with my sister, Erin's brother interrupts. She's out of your league, Will. She's friends with the plastic girls at our school. Acting all assertive, Will shows Erin his phone and smiles. Here, take it and call it tomorrow morning. I promise you'll find it funny.
The next morning. Yawning, Erin sits up and reaches for her phone. Immediately, she thinks about calling William's number. She hovers her finger over the screen in anticipation. She has no idea if he was just trying to wind her up, but she's excited to find out. Pressing the call button and bringing the phone to her mouth, her nerves are shot as she waits for her call to be answered.
Hello? William's voice says as the phone call is answered.
Hey, Erin responds, not really sure what to think. Is it Kasey or is it just William?
Erin? Will's voice responds frantically. Is that you?
Yeah?
You've gotta help me, Will's voice pleads desperately, making Erin turn down the volume on her phone. I don't know what's happened, but I've woken up an icky, gross boy. A boy, Erin. A smelly, disgusting boy.
Kasey? Erin asks, gobsmacked that William was telling the truth.
Yes, Kasey answers. OMG. Thank God you know it's me. I didn't think anyone would believe me.
Jesus, Erin replies, rubbing her tired eyes. Stay there. I'm coming round. A silence falls over them both for a second, and Erin doesn't know why.
Do Kasey says with an emotional crack in her voice. Know where I am? Who I am?
Erin knows she has to be careful how she answers. It might give William away. Send me a Snapchat, Erin replies confidently. I'll use the location to find you.
Okay, Kasey sobs. Please hurry, I'm so scared.
Hanging up the phone, Erin waits for her Snapchat. Seconds later, she gets a picture of a teenage boy's room. William, Erin laughs to herself, getting up from her bed. You little bugger. Shaking out her bed head, she grabs a brush and starts getting ready at the speed of light. As she looks at herself in the mirror, she wonders why she's offered to help her. Kasey has been nothing but nasty to everyone around her. Kasey never used to be like that. They grew up as best friends, but since Kasey developed into a fine-looking young woman, things haven't been the same. Still early in the morning. Erin stands at William's front door. She's never been to his house before. She presses the doorbell and waits for someone to answer. As the door is unlocked, it's thrown open, and a disheveled William stands in the doorway.
Erin, Kasey says, grabbing Erin to pull her inside. Thank you.
Slamming the doors behind them, Kasey drags Erin upstairs to William's room.
They keep hitting me, Kasey whispers nervously, closing the door behind them as they enter William's room.
Who does? Erin asks, trying to keep back a smile.
The brothers, Kasey replies, showing her body to Erin. This boy's brothers. They keep telling me I'm a wimp for crying, but I don't know what else to do. I'm not a boy, Erin.
Oh God, Erin replies, hiding a smirk. Don't cry, Kasey. Society doesn't think boys should ever cry.
Kasey sniffs and sobs. But I want to cry.
No, you can't, Erin continues, getting comfortable by sitting on the edge of William's bed. I know it's the stupidest thing, but if you do, you'll get picked on.
Picked on?
Kasey replies, terrified at the thought as she joins Erin by sitting beside her.
Yeah, Erin says, leaning back. You're going to have to act macho. Gross! I don't want to do that. I want to be pretty.
Erin turns away to hide a cheeky smile, then notices a single sock by the side of William's bed.
Ew, Erin laughs, pointing at it. Is that your special boy time sock? What? Kasey freaks out. No, that's gross.
Have you touched it?
Erin! Kasey gasps, shaking her head. No!
Erin giggles as Kasey looks like she's about to throw a tantrum. What is it like then? What, being this? Kasey asks, poking at the bum fluff on her face. Being a boy? Yeah, you've got a smaller chest than me now. That hasn't been the case since we were, 13. My girls, Kasey says longingly, touching William's flat chest with a deflated sigh. Good news, Erin says, pointing at the school uniform left on the floor. This boy, whomever you are now, goes to our school. Maybe you should just get ready and go to school like normal. Are you insane? Kasey replies, allowing her mouth to drop. I can't go out like this. Why not? I feel so gross, Erin. I have hair everywhere. It's disgusting. You're a boy, Erin replies plainly. That's normal for a boy, so get over it. Easy for you to say, Kasey replies. You've still got your cute little body and your sexy little face. Sexy? Erin chuckles nervously, shocked to hear that come out of Kasey's mouth. Cute, too? Oh, don't be so humble, Kasey scolds, anxiously fidgeting. You know you're cute. Don't act so shocked that I'm even more jealous of you now. Bemused, Erin doesn't know what to say. Jealous? Erin asks, slowly sitting closer to Kasey. Of me? Yes, Kasey replies, blushing. So what? Don't make it weirder than it has to be. Of course I'm jealous of you. You're so naturally beautiful. Whatever you wear, all the boys lust after you. Makes me so mad sometimes when I know you're not trying as hard as I do. Kasey brings her hands to her face. I hate that you make me feel like such a try-hard. Are you serious? Erin asks with wide open eyes. I thought you just, hated me. Why would I hate you? You're always belittling me and making me bully people for your own amusement. Kasey puts her face into her hands and sobs. I know, she whines with regret. Well, do you hate me? Erin asks bluntly. No, Kasey huffs, lowering her hands to reveal that she's crying. So why have you been so mean to me? Kasey is silent. She looks away. Answer me, Erin demands, allowing her own emotions to boil to the surface. Otherwise, I won't help you with this boy problem of yours. Kasey remains silent, only making the occasional sobbing sound. Oi, Erin growls. Answer the darn question, or I'm really leaving you here as this boy, this nerdy-looking boy. Erin looks at the fear in Kasey's eyes as she goes completely pale. It's weird to have William staring back at her, but it's defo Kasey behind the eyes. Fine, Kasey huffs, wiping tears from her eyes. I'm attracted to you. There, I said it. Are you happy now? What? Don't be like that, Erin. I fancied you for years. Now you know I'm a big secret gay. You're going to tell everyone. You're going to get back at me for how I've treated you, aren't you? No, Erin shakes her head in disbelief. Yeah, you've been a bad friend, but why would I do that to you? 'Cause I'm a nasty cow. Erin laughs and puts a gentle hand on Kasey's knee. More of a bastard at the moment with that thing swinging between your legs. Kasey chuckles and the mood lightens. How long? Erin asks. Have I liked you? Kasey clarifies. Yeah. I've been suppressing it for years, Kasey answers timidly, staring blankly at the wall. I've been trying to push you away. Every time I see you, it just brings up all those feelings I'm trying to hide. You make me so mad. Erin squeezes Kasey's knee for comfort. Why didn't you say anything? Simple, Kasey replies. I'm scared of what those feelings mean. Erin squeezes Kasey's knee once more. Oh, Kasey squeaks in surprise and immediately shuffles away from Erin in discomfort. What's the matter? Erin asks as Kasey removes Erin's hand from her leg. It shifted, Kasey gasps, looking down between her legs at her loose-fitting boxers. Oh, Erin laughs, getting closer to Kasey. Seems you still find me attractive, even as a male. Yeah, Kasey mutters, going bright red. Maybe being a boy won't be so bad, Erin says with a curious tone, leaning in towards Kasey. Allowing her cleavage to be on display, Erin can't help but enjoy Kasey's nervous reaction to her feminine body. She can't help herself but enjoy the moment. Every boy's dream, isn't it? Erin smiles, teasing Kasey as she seductively plays with her hair. Having your crush, alone, and in your bedroom. Erin? Kasey squeaks fearfully, still trying to back away from her advances, trapped by the bed's headboard. Thank you for telling me the truth, Erin says, placing a hand on Kasey's hairy male thigh. This makes me want to help you more. Maybe later, after school, we can go on a normal date? Date? Kasey stutters, extremely nervous. Yeah, a date. Erin grins wide, wondering if she should move in closer for a kiss. I'm just a girl and you're just a boy. I'm sure we could think of something to do. Seriously? I understand you don't like virgins, Kasey, Erin teases. We could both help each other out with that. When in Rome, as they say. Erin leans in so close to Kasey that their lips are only inches apart. Knowing she shouldn't, Erin steals a single kiss from Kasey's quivering lip. Surprisingly soft to kiss, Erin can't believe how much fun she's having. Only if you want to, of course, Erin says softly, whispering in Kasey's ear. Kasey shrieks, pushing Erin away. With her cheeks burning bright with embarrassment, Erin can't help but laugh as Kasey swiftly covers her crotch with a pillow. Seems I have my answer, Erin snickers, moving away. Come on, let's get you ready for your first day as a dude. If you think I should, Kasey huffs, clearly relieved that Erin is no longer teasing her. But can I ask you to look after me today, Erin? I'm worried people are going to think I'm this nerdy boy. Sure, Erin smiles, feeling like she's finally getting her old friend back. But only if you promise to stop giving people such a hard time. Kasey looks down at herself. Sure, I promise. Good, Erin says with a cheeky smile. You nerd.